Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So I'm just gonna pop out in the conservatory. It's a bit more, say, lighter in that. So yeah, the kids are up, say, nursery today, and so I thought I would just do a very short video. What was it? Husband's got food poisoning, so didn't cook his chicken right through. So yeah, never mind. He will be better, say, very soon. He's just resting up and stuff. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about like autism and stuff. I haven't done an autism as a video for a while. What I want to go over is something that we have in like Oxfordshire. So if you live in Oxfordshire, or if you have a organisation which is near you, I really recommend that you go and check the local like autistic society channels out and stuff. But this one, the Oxfordshire like autism, they have divided, and I know was it like Adam from the Quinn family said about his kind of son, the risk of him, what was it, like running away or going missing. And this is a huge like a worry when it comes to our kids like anyway. So what I want to go over today is what we have in Oxfordshire, and I think this is really good, and I'm going to see whether I can find a link for you. I think the guy called like Dan, who got a channel called like Aspie Wild, and I'll link his channel down in the description as well. He does kind of like a alert card as well. Now for some of our kids, they what was it? No, they won't take the card and they will probably lose it and something. So something else has got to be in place, I know. But this is what Oxfordshire has got. And I don't know whether this one is it. I'm trying to find the paperwork. But yes, here we are. So, here we are. So, it's called the Autism Alert Card, like ASIM. And this is done by, say, the Oxford Autism. And they are in like a partnership, so with lots of organisations. So I'm just going to go through this because what you can do as parents is that you can push this yourself, and I really do think that once someone has started it, get people involved, get like other parents, get professionals in that involved. So the Oxford like autism, or like Autism Oxford, is delighted in providing Oxfordshire a first like ever autism alert card. Now this has been around for years, okay, but basically it is a card. So what will it have on it? Okay, so it says it's a size of like a credit card, so that's good. And it will like give, like, it will say that he or she is autistic. So when the person, it may go, I say, missing if they have a card maybe in their pocket. With some, this may not be suitable. You can put them around their neck, but they may come off and stuff. So, this is good for maybe like older, say, kids who have that understanding, but we do really need to get something else in place for younger kids as well. So I'm just going to go through this, okay? So it shows on the autism alert card if supported by one of your contacts. Okay, the police, what was it, knows about like say this card. Okay, so it gives police officers that chance to consider what their actions may be. So like for some young people, like say teenagers and to like young adults up to 25, or like even adults over 25, they don't like to be touched. So like if they are like in a situation where a police officer, they do go to this situation, or even like a like ambulance person, if they are like on a call or something, and the person has like injured themselves, if they got the card on them, then this card will like explain that I'm autistic, and I have say differently in communication. Now it's not very personalised, so that's the only downside. I'm shaking it because I'm holding this. Okay, help from the officials on the public transport. Now this is really important because when they children get to the age of using public transport, and it's really important to kind of show the bus pass, but also the like autism card as well, and that way the bus drivers, especially in like Oxfordshire, will have a knowledge of this, or they should anyway. Um, and as I said, it says about explaining like autistic behaviour and stuff like that. So we the Oxfordshire like autism like card is in partnership with the Oxfordshire Council. So the council is aware of this, and they are working with the Autism Oxford, the National Health, and other organisations as well. So this is really good, like stuff. And when Matthew gets older, I will be like like saying to him, look, you need your card like in your wallet, and when he's a teenager, and now at the moment, I don't know. I'm still thinking to myself, he doesn't run away at the moment. There is this chance if he lets go of my hand that he could run into the road, and that's why I'm going to be invested in. He doesn't really like kind of like the normal reins and that, so I need to get one which is comfortable for him. Which again, the Autism twins and their family has one for their son George, and that seems to work really well. And it's raining. I can't believe it's going to rain. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Really, is the safety of our kids with autism. How do you keep your child as safe when out in public? For me, I use our buggy a lot when we are out in public. Matthew can walk now and stuff, but in busy situations, I still take our buggy because it's a double one and he still fits it. But that's something that we need to look into in like the future, whether or not we go down that route of a specialised as a buggy, or whether or not we kind of have to look at the risks. So I used to work in care, so I've done a lot of kind of risk assessments and stuff. So I'm quite happy to talk to any parents who have any concerns about their child and stuff, and about doing your own risk assessments. I might actually do another video on this, say very soon, and it's raining, and I need to go and get myself something to eat. Then I need to get the buggy in the car, and then kind of get the monkeys, and we are going over to my mum's to let Daddy have a rest. So yeah, and here he is. Anyway, take care. Bye for now.